Welcome to the 10th episode of the Guru of Gainz Parlay. We've been out of action a bit lately, been a bit busy, but we're back by popular demand. There's been a lot of phone calls, texts, emails for us to come back. Not really, but we're back anyway, whether you like it or not. Today we have some special guests. Now they're all special. We have Matt Horgan, owner of Metal Athletics or Aesthetics.
Athletics, man. Athletics.
Jason Sawyer, owner of CrossFit Newmarket, and Anthony Pieroni, owner of Momentum Gear New Zealand.
Yep, that's it.
All right, we'll get this going since we're at your place here. Tell us a little bit about where you before you started Metal Aesthetics and how you got into it and the evolution of the whole thing.
Athletics, Josh. Athletics.
Athletics, sorry.
I mean, I've been a steel fabricator for a number of years now, and started CrossFit and got familiar with the Rogue gear. Loved that, like everyone does, and made a rig for a friend, and a friend saw that, and someone else saw that, and the rigs have evolved from there. So yeah.
And you're pretty much distributing, making rigs for people all over New Zealand now.
Yeah, pretty much, man. We've installed a lot of rigs now in New Zealand, and hopefully we'll install a lot more, and we've got a couple of opportunities to move into Aussie, get some rigs in there. We've got a friend sitting up in Brisbane, and got some stuff happening in Sydney, so maybe get some gear over there and see how it goes over there. And
Has it been fun, like changing over from making metal for other things and then to CrossFit gear and stuff like that?
Oh, definitely, man.
Yeah.
What were you making?
I was making everything, anything and everything.
Started with a pull-up bar across the rafters at Newmarket and
Yeah.
Is it safe to say it all started at Newmarket?
Do you want to come in a little bit?
Yeah. Is it safe to say it all started at
You can
Newmarket?
bring your chair,
I think it did actually. I think started off with the basic pull-up bar there, wasn't it? There.
It was over pizza and beer down at Archie's. It's like, bro, I'm going to make some of this. What do you reckon about that? And, just went from there and just built on.
And
Everything great starts with pizza and beer.
It worked. You went to Anfield first, though?
No, Ian.
Oh, right.
Ian at
Altitude.
because Altitude used to share space in my warehouse. We built a rig in there, and then the next one was Millennium. Did one functional when they were at Millennium.
Yeah.
And then it was Anfit, and then the rigs sort of went through a bit of a change. We increased the size of our posts and made them look a bit prettier, and they've just evolved.
When you travel around the country doing rigs and that, do they pay for your accommodation and stuff like that, or?
Oh, definitely, man. Nah.
Yeah,
definitely. It's all worked into the price.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Don't do it for love, brother.
And then I saw they give you feeds sometimes here and there.
Oh, who's that?
There was a tomato thing. Was a KFC in there?
Oh, yeah.
Way to look after your workers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And cool. And where to? Like, I was thinking, like, is it ever, like, once there's going to be rigs everywhere, do you have to change it to other things, or do you think that it'll be always work in that?
Oh, definitely. Like that's what I enjoy is changing the rigs, being innovative and coming up with new things,
Yeah.
And we're about to sort of do some pretty heavy upgrades on our rigs
Yeah.
now. There's a bit of competition on the market, and we've installed a lot of rigs around the place now, and it's time to make a few changes and freshen them up a bit.
What was your new logo? Innovative CrossFit Structures?
Yeah.
You know
The tagline.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hang with that one.
Do you have a PA that helps you think of things like that, or?
It's just fine looking.
Pizza and beer. Yeah, those ideas are coming fast.
And you've just got into the game of selling stuff, pretty much.
Yeah, not stuff.
How did you get into?
I wouldn't say stuff. We're only really focused on speed ropes. I would say about last year, sometime beginning of last year, I could say that I absolutely hated the double under. So I started looking into it and researching it and wanted to know everything about it. And I started looking into products and goods and realized there wasn't really anything good out here. So we went on the hunt for finding a good manufacturer over in the States and all over the place. We went back to the Gainz. We tried on everybody's speed rope. We found a good company with Momentum. And from that point on, we bought into them, tied up the distribution rights for Australia and New Zealand. Brought out a bunch of inventory and started selling it.
Yeah.
And I've been pretty happy with it. It's been a lot of fun.
I know you have a good job, like they could let you travel around America and that. Do you think you'll end up getting into selling, like, into that sort of side of things later on, or you happy doing your normal job as well?
I really like my normal job. My day-to-day job is pretty good. It's rewarding. It's been at it for about 5 or 6 years now, so I don't see myself leaving that anytime soon. Something really great would have to happen, and I don't see,
I think, I'm speaking on behalf of Anthony, he is an outstandingly good coach, talented coach.
Yeah.
And there's something that you need to keep going on that, because I think the natural progression for you is
checks in the mail, buddy.
Yeah, well, just don't open your box too close to mine, all right? Yeah. I'm around us already, but you'll do whatever happens, bro. You're gonna, you're passionate, and you're gonna do. Your coaching is outstanding. He's very methodical and very strict, and he's just got everything down. So I'm very lucky to have him as a coach. But let's just keep it there.
As long as we can, right?
As long as we can, exactly.
Just on that subject, so you've been open for how long, Jason?
We opened October 2010.
Yep. Tell us about your journey of how you got into CrossFit and how you became a box owner and some of the moves you've made.
We were the 7th gym in Auckland, and well, I should say I was the 7th gym in Auckland. I didn't really know how to go about it. I went and saw. Actually, there's a long. I'll tell you the short story of the long story.
Yeah.
But I was a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for about 25 years. Yeah. So I've been, I used to hang around university gym in the late 80s and walk up to people and tell them how to bench. Yeah. And then, not that I knew how to bench, but tell them how to curl, all that sort of stuff.
Fake it till you make it, sort of thing.
Yeah. And then someone said, hey, you should be a personal trainer. I didn't even know what that was. So I went over to London and did some personal training in Chicago, and then got back and got stuck into corporate one-on-one training at in a place in Queen Street. Yeah. And then that just kind of just evolved, and then I opened a business called Cross Trainers in '99, and that was just me and my wife just then, and that was effectively the same as CrossFit without the strictness of Olympic lifting. So we did a lot of triathlon type training, weightlifting, we squatted, we deadlifted, all that sort of stuff, with swimming, running, boxing, yoga, that sort of stuff. But CrossFit came purely by accident. I walked past Paul Davies across Birkenhead's open day. Yeah. And my wife at the time said, come check this out. I said, no, forget about that. And I walked past and like, a stack of bumpers, pull-up bars, and I just got really interested and talked to Paul, and he said, I can hook you up. And
all right.
6 months later, we got myself an affiliation, and I went over. We did our cert together.
In Brisbane?
No, you did level 1 with me, man.
I did mine in Brisbane.
Oh, did I think you did in Auckland?
No. I did a course with you there. I did weightlifting, I think, and something else. Football. I did football.
Yeah, I think back in 210. Didn't you do something in 210?
I might have had to resit the test because they didn't have a test back when I did it.
Yeah.
They failed their multi-choice.
I didn't even study for it. I passed, so yeah.
the second time, right?
There's good questions there.
No, I didn't have a test when I did it.
Test, man.
They didn't have tests when I did the level 1.
Yeah, same. Oh, because I did it.
And then they brought it back out, and you had to do it if you hadn't done it.
There was a bunch of us did it out at Auckland with Commando Steve was the the Brisbane guy, Matt Swift, was running the course then. But
I did it with them in Brisbane, but.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it was good, and then just went to all my personal clients and said, hey, give us $5 grand, and just got it all together and had some help. Yeah. Kind of cleaned out the bank and got some gears together, and then found a primo spot down on George Street.
Yeah.
The cave.
The cave, and then
the cave.
And I was,
a lot of good memories there.
There was about 4 of us training. Yeah. About 3 of us training, and Matt was one of them, and it was just all about doing hero wads on Sunday with you turn up with a box of Corona and do a hero wad, sit around.
Coach with a box of Corona?
Yeah, it was. But it was.
Back in the day.
And nothing's changed.
Yeah. There's some things we're a bit faster than we were.
Just kidding.
A bit faster. But it was just, it was all about what Glassman said, let's just get the boys together. Yeah. Do a big, noisy, shirtless wad, sweat all over the place, swear like troopers, and sit down and have a few beers after. I mean, we didn't get hammered, but we'd always have a few beers after a workout. And him and I would just sit there, and it'd sometimes just be me and him, and probably no one else there. Mm-hmm. And we'd do this horrendous. We did Mr. Joshua Hansen or one of those ones, and no change out of 60 minutes. You came and did McGee with us that time.
Yeah, 30-minute AMRAP, yeah.
And yeah, we just sit around, lean up against the wall, and just this is the best thing ever, man. I can't believe this thing's gonna go here.
Did you ever do that October Breeze workout?
Heard about it.
It's like 8 hours. I've been looking to give it a crack over the Christmas break. Yeah,
that's the Mount CrossFit territory.
My girlfriend did it.
Oh yeah.
With Cameron CrossFit, and so sounds pretty full on.
8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours, but there's little breaks in between. But you have certain tasks along the way, 1,000 lunges and stuff.
Like a 40-hour famine
Yeah.
type workout.
So, yeah, 100-meter sprints and
It's like an adventure
burpees
race.
and stuff like that.
What's the October Breeze?
October Breeze, I think, something like that.
Do you have to kayak or ride a bike?
Nah, it's good. You'd be pretty good at it because you're got good endurance. So, there's like a backpack carry for like an hour and a half or something like that.
Go ahead.
And so you went to the games last year, eh? Just on that subject, and
Yeah, we went together actually.
and you came back saying like that you needed to get stronger and stuff for your training.
Yeah.
How's that been?
It's the games is it's a really interesting experience for anybody that's been there. I've never seen so many fit people.
Yeah.
I think one of the funny stories that we say, we were walking out of the stadium one day and we were watching everybody pour into the stadium. Let's just say half the crowd had their shirts off. You know, women, men, everybody runs around half naked. And it was just unbelievable to see how many fit people were there.
Yeah.
That's why the silver ticket's worth it, man. Just to go and look.
Is it like the Pieroni house party?
Just like a front
So you guys like all good mates and your coach. Is it, like, do these guys listen to you anymore, or like?
No.
That's all done. Everyone's got their own ideas. Everyone's got the ideas on on how to do things. But no, it is. It's like these guys. These guys are experienced athletes, but good guys, and they're constantly in the community and talking to people about some ideas that are working and some ideas that aren't working.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it all on board, man. Even at my young age, I'm still a sponge, just sucking it all in, and I still like what Darren and Alex and all these guys are doing. Still watch what they've got.
Well, it's the secret of life, right? Never stop learning.
Oh man, it's just you can't sit there and say, hey, this is the way to do it, because there are lots of different ways to do it, and everyone's got the best way for a first and second pull and third pull. Everyone's got, oh no, man, you got to do this, got to do that. Bodies differ, lengths of spines of femurs differ, so you can't say to that person you've got to have this particular pattern of movement. No, you've got to explore and listen to other guys and take on. It's just a constant evolving.
People respond to different styles differently too.
Yeah, and cues. And some guys love in your face. You know that as a coach. You pick it up, go, and other guys are like, oh, back off, man. I don't like that style. So
some
you
people
got to
want you in the face.
Yeah, some people are in your face all the time.
Yeah.
Some people never get out of your face.
Never get out of your face.
But it's understanding human nature as to how hard or how you can identify movement and how hard you can push someone.
Yeah.
You can't be better at people.
You used to be a decent CrossFitter. You had a bit of an injury, was it?
Yeah.
I got something to say real quick. When he came off his injury, he came off his injury and he hadn't touched the gym in, let's say, what was it, a year?
Yeah.
Roughly a year. He came in, and the first workout he did after taking a year off was Fight Gone Bad. And what'd you pull?
323 at Fight Gone Bad.
323?
Is that right?
Yeah,
without doing anything after a year.
How long?
And he
A year off.
And he had 40 on the bar.
And he had 40 in the bar, yeah.
Savage. What a savage.
Yeah. Tender age 40. What are you now?
30.
Yeah. You're in that category. You're in the. You're in my
43 to 43, 44 this year.
44 this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It was pretty gnarly injury. Stopped me in my tracks, man.
Yeah. What? How was it going from like competitive CrossFitter to taking a little bit of a seat back?
Yeah, it was
been
hard.
Pretty rough.
It was hard at first. It was. I couldn't do anything about the injury. It was just one of those things. And I still wear a brace now.
What happened anyway?
I had a prolapse disc in my back.
Yeah.
And I could put up with a lot of pain for a long time. It was irritating the nerve at the L4, L5 vertebrae. It was giving me all this pain down my leg, which sort of worked its way right down to my foot. And with my job, that's pretty physical. It used to sort of ache at the end of the day, and I was trying to train at the same time. I was bloody swallowing every anti-inflammatory known to man to control the pain and stuff. And cut a long story short, I ended up having discectomy, which is they cut away the part of the disc that's bulged and irritating the nerve.
Yeah.
Had that removed and ended up with some nerve damage, which is still there a little bit. Hopefully it'll come right, but there's a good chance it won't. So yeah, but there's still heaps I can do, man.
Yeah.
Still love to get in and get a
Always positive, even from someone who could back squat, we were in the 200 territory and 250 deadlift. And you're going from that, and I've never seen a big guy who could lift so freaking heavy and yet move so quickly in a gymnastics way, and then have that all pulled out from underneath you, man. And you were just like, well,
I still remember my first WOD with you. This is probably
First date.
This is probably our first date. Yeah, our first date was 2.5 years ago, and I remember looking at you, and I'm a skinny guy. I was even skinnier guy. And I was a good runner. And it was a running WOD. It was like lifting and running or something. And I'm like, I got this big guy. I'll get him on the 800. And I'm running behind him the whole way, going, son of a bitch, this guy can run.
100-kilo guy running a really fast 800.
And I remember the guy was like, you kidding me? How do you move so quick?
Yeah, that's actually I've said that to you before. I haven't seen when you were playing soccer. For what you could do with a soccer ball, because you only got little feet, right? You know what they say. but totally suited for CrossFit, and having that broad range of ability and and strength and endurance and talent, and then having that shit all go, man. That's
he still makes an appearance every now and then.
Yeah.
Every couple of weeks he'll show up, he'll pop in the gym, destroy the new guys.
Just do what you can, and
that's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And I mean, the hard thing last year was they had the Open.
Yeah.
The Masters, the top 20 qualified for the Gainz, and it tried to sort of give that a good nudge, and man, that was really hard.
Yeah.
Sort of having to pull out of that too, and not be able to give it a crack. But just got to carry on, do what you got to do, man.
Move on, yeah. So you guys are in the business games. Or what would you call it? Selling. I don't know. Like, is it a pretty hard game? Like ups and downs, like with business, like because you got your rigs and you got your ropes and stuff like that. How is that making a living off that stuff?
Well, I couldn't make a living off of it.
Yeah.
So we're really up and down, and
it's
really hard nowadays because everybody has a lot of comps. People are starting to ask for money, to set up a vendor at the comps, and being a small guy selling one product, roughly $49, it's kind of tough. So it's hard to justify spending any money. We're always happy to set up prize packs for people, custom ropes, whatever we need to do to support the comp or support the fundraiser they're trying to do. But it's really difficult for us to start, paying money to be vendor at these things. But if we can get out there, kind of a grassroots thing, and support the smaller boxes, the smaller comps, we really like doing it. But sales are always up and down.
Yeah. I mean, same goes for us. I mean, we've sort of grown slowly, and with the support of the CrossFit community, like yourself and Jason, he's got one of our rigs, and I mean, it's all about giving back to the community too. You end up giving a lot away, you end up doing a lot for nothing.
It's amazing how much you break even. Like you go to a comp, you break even nearly, I would say, 8 out of 10 times you're breaking even when you leave.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be there.
But it is changing, eh? Like it's I mean, everyone knows CrossFit's becoming more commercialised, and days of doing things for nothing and giving away things for free are sort of probably numbered. Like we've got to start looking after ourselves.
Right.
But hopefully, we've done enough sort of groundwork and established a good sort of.
They've both got really good names, and not just in CrossFit, but in the sports conditioning community. It's cause you're doing rigs outside of CrossFit. You're doing Auckland rugby and rowing, and
Where to from here? You guys will run businesses. Like, is there an end? Like, I always ask people, like, what's the goal? You know what I mean? Like,
never ends, man.
Never ends.
Moving target.
I like it.
Yeah.
Just keep moving on.
Yeah, just keep growing, try to grow.
Yeah. Is there like a certain number or something like that?
No, there's never a number.
No.
Yeah.
You guys?
Oh man, I'd like to be the #1 strength and conditioning equipment maker, CrossFit equipment maker in New Zealand. Like we've got a couple of competitors, but I believe that there's no reason why we can't be the best, and people want a rig, that's where they come.
Yeah.
And it's just like Anne said, it's a moving target, and you just got to keep evolving, keep sort of moving with it, and making changes, and it's business, man.
Yeah. What about you, Jace, being a boxer and as a...
Yeah, well, when you first start, you get a few fire breathers in there, and you think, sweet, we're on our way to the regionals, and we're going to pull out someone who's going to be going to the worlds and all the rest. But then, as the pool of athletes grows, there's kind of a lot of spreading out, and I know with functional and you guys probably attract a very high quality athlete. We do too. We've got some great athletes, but at some stage you've got to say what sort of resources have you got in terms of your coaching, your space, your equipment, and then how much can you dedicate to teaching people to be better, and taking the intro programs and taking those first 3 to 6 month CrossFitters and kind of, you can't really focus. You focus on one group, but you've got to make sure that those top athletes are getting coached as well. So I mean, I don't know. It's a juggle, and I want to make sure our top guys and our middle guys are looked after, and those new guys are retained, and at the end of the day, we're in the business of making people, as many people as we can fit. Yeah. And with that fitness comes better lives for them. And I really truly believe that the CrossFit method is the in my experience as a trainer, I haven't ever seen anything better than this. For the nutrition, the community, But
that's all you want to do. Those of us with day jobs.
Would you say you guys still have like the old attitude of like just get together with your buddies and work out and
we do
enjoy it?
Yeah, I say to Jason all the time, I miss that, man. I miss, as CrossFit's grown, it's sort of...
It's gone more serious,
part of it's been a bit lost, but as he said, that we used to catch up.
We'll never lose that new market.
That was sort of like the original thing, is get together.
That's honestly the only way. I mean, we're always on some sort of program, but getting together and training with your buddies. That's about the only way we train, really.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want the essence of what I got into this to change. I really believe in what we got into CrossFit was to get together with your friends and your buddies and throw down and have some fun, and if you're not having fun along the way and things get too serious and too like kind of on my goals, or it becomes, I don't know, it's just not where I want to be. I just want to be in a place.
A few big nasty wads and a few Pieroni house parties.
Keep it light, keep it balanced. Keep it balanced. You got to have fun, and we've got families, we've got kids, we've got children, and we're all dads, and we're only really doing this. If you really looked at why we're doing this for our kids and the next generation. He's got three beautiful girls. I've got 2 beautiful girls. He's got a boy. They all kick ass. And they all kick serious ass among their peers because of watching what we do. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the way we're going to roll.
The influence on the kids is what blows my mind. You see, my kids are all 3 of my kids are CrossFit kids with Jason, and it's incredible watching my 7-year-old and my 8-year-old what she chooses to eat. She understands packaged food versus clean food, and she understands, like, I got heartburn this week, I'm going to cut back on the packaged food, and I'm going to start eating. Right. It's absolutely incredible to see these kids.
She's an 8-year-old.
And you see, like, even the body changes in these kids. I mean, like, nobody's lifting heavy weights or anything, but just getting them out there, moving, doing burpees, squatting and all this kind of stuff. It's absolutely remarkable to me.
They're dominating at primary schools, but they don't even care for it. It's not about them winning. They just want to do stuff. They want to go upside down. They want to do burpees. They want to climb the rig. They come into the gym and they just scamper across the top of the rig.
Just because they're always surrounded by that.
They're watching them.
They're just into it. They're just as much into it as the rest of us. Like, you go to school and you look at Lexi, my 6-year-old, and every piece of artwork on the wall or every story she writes is about CrossFit. I'm a super kid. I super eat. I super do this. I'm super CrossFit.
She is.
And they're watching their parents. The parents are their role models. Their day at the box for Sunday. All the parents are there training. The kids are swinging off the pull-up bars. Poppy's there doing 5 pull-ups. And they're just influenced by their parents, and it's.
I mean, long after we're gone, that
population.
Like K-Star, I don't know if you read the opening part of K-Star's book, Supple Leopard. He's
got the secret. Your secret will always be secure with me.
He said go ahead and burn down the world and build a better one. And man, I totally believe that. I reckon that long after we're gone, those kids are going to make an impact on the world. Not just through their physical presence, but just the fact that they're confident, they're doing well in every area. You know, Ollie, he's 8 now, so same age as Bella. Yeah. He's getting the ball and he's just running through tacklers. Yeah. And scoring three tries in the second half. That's what it's about.
Going well.
That's what it's about.
So how old are you, Jace?
47.
47?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. I was so stoked to get
47?
Why do you look like you're 57?
So you're pretty still shredded. How do you maintain being shredded at that age?
Shredded? Shit, all about that. Well,
You still got abs popping
I
out.
wad daily.
Yeah.
Okay, I make sure I do something daily.
Just for the old people out there, what would you, tips for them? I mean older, sorry.
That's. Well, thanks for the compliment. I think you've got to eat clean.
Yeah.
As clean as you possibly
What's
can.
clean for people that don't know?
Pizza and
Okay, no, that's Sundays.
Basically.
After Beast Wad, we have a few ciders and put some starch down. That's not a problem. But I just got to make sure that I kill off sugar.
No sugar?
No, apart from the odd beer or cider, I don't.
Yeah.
We bust his balls a lot, but he eats really well.
Yeah.
And he trains hard.
I like eating well because I love the feeling of when you can go into the bar, you're not going to have any issues, inside your body. You're going to make sure you got no excuses.
Yeah. No sugar, so we'll carry on because I know there's a few oldies there to have excuses, but
I stay away from
Matt, are you taking notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, tiramisu, I stay away from that.
no. Sweets.
Ice cream, don't. Once you win yourself off it, you don't have a craving for it.
Yeah. What would you have for breakfast?
Do you really want to know?
Generally, I know everything always changes.
I have six eggs, 2 mashed banana, cinnamon, put on in a fry pan with coconut oil, and then I put almonds and coconut shavings on top of that, and then I flip it over and stick it on a bed of papaya or pawpaw with lemon juice, and just goes down the hatch real fast.
Man.
Black coffee.
Yeah.
Ready to go. It's good. It's good stuff.
How long does it take you to make, rough?
Oh, it's a 5-minute job.
5-minute job.
Yep. Yeah. Evening usually just steak.
Just
Not
steak.
much chicken, just steak and silver beet.
Yeah.
Carrots.
Lunch.
Don't really have it, eh?
Yeah.
Just protein powder and probably more eggs if I get together.
Supplements.
Oh, don't take supplements. I don't really, apart from protein powder, I don't really,
I know you'd be big on supplements. So.
Never
Have you taken any? Nah. I was kidding. So there you go. So bit of eggs, steak.
Pretty protein-rich diet and plenty of water. I don't want to sound like I'm super strict on my diet. I don't eat what I like, but I eat what I enjoy, and that's good food.
Yeah.
It's easy to stay ripped if you just put in small amounts of work, do lots of mobility, and have a beer or a cider every now and then, and eat pizza, and
be happy.
Live.
Be happy, and enjoy yourself.
I don't beat myself up about it, and
It's a good balance.
I haven't got a metabolism that you get some guys that stay ripped and they eat whatever they want, but there's no way that I have to work on that.
Yeah.
I've got to still do things.
Yeah. I know you got. What was up with your arm? You jacked it up, and
My hand should be there.
yeah.
So I fell out of a tree when I was 9,
Yeah.
and I don't have a front rack.
Right.
The bar's never sat there.
Yeah.
So thrusters are really
Yeah.
almost really difficult. Front squats are really difficult. Can only do that. And I would fair to say I would be close to giving up CrossFit on a number of occasions because of the need for a front rack.
Frustration.
Not just that, but you know how everyone talks about PRs or personal best. Everyone's getting better. Everyone's doing a better jerk or a better deadlift or a better lift. At some stage, my arm's going to snap when I get up over 105 kilos in a jerk, for instance. So I've kind of hit a ceiling with what I can put overhead.
Yeah.
I'm strong through here and everything else, but this thing's going to snap. So kind of.
I remember watching at the Auckland Games last year, and there was a weightlifting total, and I think you did a lift, and they said it wasn't a.
No, I did press out, man.
They said it was no lift.
No, it wasn't because of this. It was because I did press out.
Yeah. No, but then it was you're like, all right, sweet. And then the next one, you got it up, and there was a little bit of pressure, and then, but you like looked at her like you were gonna kill her, and then she gave, and she was like, they all gave, the judges gave you white lights. So yeah. Do you get annoyed like people will be like, oh, lock out? Do you get those jokes or what?
Because
Did people say that to you or what?
Everybody knows, I think everybody knows.
well, no,
No, but like-
some guys you stand in an intro class, or when you've got everyone's got the dowels, and you stand there and you say, right, active shoulders, lock out, nice and tall, and you see some guys are still doing this. I said, no, don't look at my left elbow, man. Lock it.
Yeah.
And because they see someone at the front of the class what looks perceived to be a non-locked elbow, they hold the bar sometimes like this. So I always drag one of these boys out and or someone who's got normal function, and stand there in front of the class and say, that's what it's supposed to look like, not like this. So it's really frustrating, man. And at times I just go, why am I doing this? I should just get out of this game because I'm not suited for it. A heavy squat clean at 80 is impossible, but that just pulls me forward. That bar's about that far in front of the body. So but I don't know. I kind of don't make excuses. Just get on with it and do what I can.
No excuses. He's always still top of the class.
Do what I can.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Not top, but Matt is kind of. We talked about this right in the early days, and we said, "Oh, this guy's going to be good at CrossFit." And you would say to me, "You know what? No, I don't reckon, bro. I don't think he has any ticket. I don't think he tolerates pain."
Who said that?
Just if you look at an athlete.
Oh, right.
So like an athlete who
was that?
we had guys come and go.
Was it Anthony?
Nah, this guy's a former U.S. Marine, so he knows pain. We've got a kind of a good level of our top athletes, and you've got to know pain. You've got to go to a level. We talked about this all the time. It's like you can have a great talent, you can have a great ability, you can train well, but if you don't know how to just go beyond, and your mind starts fucking you a little bit, you start thinking, oh, I have to give up now. Can't do that. You just can't do that. You got to. But that's practice. The more WODs you do, and the more each open you do, you're going to go, that's the worst WOD I've ever done in my entire life. I don't possibly think I can get better than that. But you can, because you think, I've been to that really horrible place before. I want to go again. And I'm able to go again.
I think that's one thing about CrossFit. I mean, one thing it's taught me is that no task is too big, and it's even reflected in my work. Sometimes it's quite physical, and sometimes you've got this massive job ahead of you. But I think that's one quality that CrossFit teaches people, and I think especially for kids too.
Just hanging in there.
No task is too big, man. They just keep chipping away and get it done.
Here's a good foundation for life. Think about it. I mean, how many times have you started a WOD, you realize that you may have put too much weight in the bar, but how am I going to get through this? And then just stick it out, finish it out.
Have you ever done the workout?
It's a good metaphor for life.
Yeah.
Have you done Arnie?
Yeah. Done it a few times. Yeah. I like that workout.
Kettlebell over there, man.
He's the 40, so he's the 40. That's a good workout. Alright, is there any other, you guys got to go pick up kids and stuff like that, is there anything else that you'd like to bring up before we wrap it up? Anything else?
I mean, I just, there's a lot of conjecture about the growth of CrossFit in New Zealand, and there's sort of, that's a little bit fractious, as if there's kind of areas breaking off, but I still think that the community is awesome. You look at East Tamaki, WOD, or Comp the other day, or the Mount, or HPU, they all have the same vibe. It's CrossFit. We stick together, and there's and I think at the end of the day, I think that the whole community is going to get tighter rather than apart. I think. And every new box should be embraced. And like Glassman said at Queenstown, he said one of the questions asked, what happens if someone opens a box down the road? They're going to compete for my business. And Glassman was of the theory that you can make a bigger pool of athletes. You can make the world fitter, so there's lots of athletes for everyone. And so that's kind of our goal. Right?
There's still a lot of people out there that haven't tried CrossFit, interested in CrossFit. I think we have a lot more room to grow within the community in New Zealand. We have a lot of boxes per capita, per person, for 4.5 million people. But there's still
Our job is to consider.
There's a massive room to grow.
Yeah, there's a million people in the city, and
you still haven't leveled off yet. I mean, we're starting to hit that peak and leveled off yet. We're still climbing. We're going to climb for a little while longer, so it'll be really interesting to see where we close out 2014. 101 boxes now.
We see that with just with the rigs that we're installing now. You know, not just CrossFit boxes, but you know, we're busting into schools, and first 15s are doing CrossFit now, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, think about the opportunity for guys like Matty. I mean, look at the industry look at the opportunity for the industry for people to open up jobs, open up businesses, distribution, products, services.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much you can do right now with 100 boxes with that pool of people right now, and that's just going to get bigger. More opportunity. It's good for everybody.
Good networking for you, meeting different people, owners and trainers
totally,
and stuff
man.
like that. Yeah,
It's one of the things I enjoy about doing this stuff the most is you know, catching up with you know, quality there.
Yeah, I know you caught up with Chris from Outbox and put in something at his house, and he's gone out to like a Warriors game together and stuff like that. So there's good things like that, eh?
Oh, totally, man. It's all about making friends, and you know, I was down in Wellington yesterday catching up with a few different box owners down there, and it's you know, they're all good people, and it's all fun. And
you make something. If you make something for me, I'll take you to the Warriors game.
I've made something for you.
I'll buy a seat sticker.
You were in Wellington yesterday.
You didn't get a Warriors game, did you?
I thought you were supposed to be working on our rig.
Start next week.
Next week. Yeah.
The week after, he's got some work for me to do, man.
You're gonna get your buddy working overtime.
Yeah. He can't work at the moment. He's making too much noise. Getting behind me.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's about us. If you're looking for some gear, with custom-made stuff.
Yeah.
Custom-made pull-up rigs, farmers carry stuff, anything basically. Yeah.
Anything. Yep. Storage, sleds.
Get in line.
Yeah. Happy to help out, man.
Hit up Matt at Metal Athletics.
Got it.
Matt at Metal Athletics. If you're looking for a good speed rope,
we're doing a lot of these days. We're doing a lot of like affiliate packages.
Yeah.
So you think about it, like 25 ropes, custom branding. We did some work for Maddie and for Jason. We're doing a lot of those, and those are turning out really good.
Yeah, and you can get your own cool color as well.
You can get your own colors, any colors you want. Your brand, your logo on the handles.
Yeah. And then if you're looking for some CrossFit in Newmarket,
Central Newmarket. Yep.
hit up Jason, the Godfather apparently.
Wow, was it the Godfather?
So some say Daz, and some say yeah. Wadfather.
Yeah, the Wadfather.
One of the dons.
One of the dons.
Been around too long, I think.
Yeah.
No, it's, that's the thing. Every year you get better, and I reckon I'm going to be better next year than I will be this year. And I was better this year than I was last year.
Keep evolving, yeah.
But we got a good crew there, and there's some really. I would recommend any box in that area is good to go to. And I think if you go
no beef.
As I say, there's
no room for beef.
There's a lot of people.
We've got Mount Eden, we've got Amphit, we've got Southern Latitude. All good guys, top coaches, good crew there. BTA, just down around the corner. This is all in a very
condensed
area, and they're doing some great work from all accounts. I don't know, but I assume that they're all top quality operators, and I just want to fit into that area and just keep rolling, So I'm proud to be part of it.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks for coming out, boys. Thanks for taking time out of your day to talk, and that is us. We're tapping up. Thank you.